Oh, wait a second.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm ready. What's up?
Did did Mason tell you what he did?
He did tell me what he did.
I didn't do anything.
He did it.
Um,
Your six
Uh,
minuses brought that on you.
well, I deserved it.
yeah, he did tell me about the side quest of Bameen and Basir Masood. Um,
It
although
was
Enrique, I would have appreciated it if you'd have corrected him that Bameen is in fact a woman. But
I don't understand where that came from.
it came from when I first described her and used the pronoun her to describe her at
Yeah,
every
I
turn.
know. I don't know why you think I think Bameen or ever thought Bameen was a man.
You said he in your summary to me.
Yeah, talking about Knock.
Oh,
Because Knock has a penis. Allegedly.
allegedly, it's
he's a holy man though, so we never know.
the existence of his penis is completely apocryphal. It's written of in Gnostic texts, but okay. Um, Theology aside, it's been a couple weeks for us. You all were in a bit of a pickle, if you will, a bit of a brine. Um, you were.
Stop.
Yeah, that's right. You were swamped with foes when last we met.
No, we were winning.
Um. Well. Well, one worm man had bitten the dust. A second one had been pierced by Heracles' mighty spear, and was not likely to survive the next few moments, one way or another.
Yeah. Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning and all. However, Gorlin fell into the muck, fell into the water. We found the sunken castle, flooded, knee deep, and Gorlin went into the what used to be a moat, but is now just sort of a deep trench of water. Went splashing down below, and Chuck came up behind, and I believe you shot one of them. Um, but then you tried to fight with him. You threw your crossbow at him and got in with your sword. But you slipped and fell also. And you threw your sword to batshit. You're a goblin.
Yeah.
You're a goblin hireling.
Y'all don't do that.
Um, but then batshit got shot. Batshit's dead. And you're being attacked by yet more foes. You are trapped as Bombing and some Arcton Marines are charging in on you.
Shit, we ain't trapped. He just gave us guns.
Okay. um, yeah, so. Well, let me be completely transparent here. I can't find my notes from when we
Haha.
played,
Ha ha ha.
and so I'm not 100% on the exact amount of hit points that everybody had. Um, so that sucks for me. I'll say that out loud. But we're gonna shortify this. I mean I could have watched the VOD and like caught up on all that, but I just didn't, and I'm not going to. So there are only two worm priests dead. When we come back in, I mean, there's no doubt of Heracles just tearing that other bastard apart. His spear is pierced through the thing. I'm likely just to let him like deal damage to that son of a bitch again, right? And it's going to tear that that poor worm guy apart. Now there are the Arctans. There are 4 of them, and then there is also Bameen. We're going to come back in, that gunshot, and the Arctans running across the field toward you. Things are about to become utterly chaotic, and I know that when we last left, Chuck had fallen to the water, thrown his sword to Batshit to help him. And then Batshit fell to the bullet. And Gorlin, you pop out from the water, and you see the Arctans charging. You see Bameen with her rifle.
Mm-hmm. So, I think that's a fight, isn't it?
Yes, I even have it on the map. For Gorlin's Kung Fu, you are, in fact, entering combat.
Okay.
And you may roll plus charisma. Or, maybe constitution.
Okay. Yeah, so, like, my eyes have a different shine right now. Because I run on all 4s towards them.
So what are you doing? Describe to me. Paint me a picture with your words.
Oh yeah, I just come out of the water, I see her, I start cackling maniacally, as always, and I start sprinting towards them. And I remember, I'm fucking no. And I jump on all 4s and start like gaining more ground, going straight towards the danger. Yeah, it's like the rippling muscles, and like going up and down under my skin, my fur flapping in the wind, you know.
Absolutely.
Oh, Gorlin, you're so dreamy.
No. Thank you.
Well,
Mighty Thews.
so you have 2 hold for Mighty Kung Fu, if you want to use those. Now, where are you headed? Who are you trying to attack? The Arctans... So you're trying to get to her.
Yep.
Now, normally, you'll have to fight your way through those guys.
So she's behind them.
Yeah, they're charging forward, right? With spear. Well, let me double check what weapons they have. I don't want to describe them with spears if they have.
It's spears.
It is spears. They have spears. As they are charging, in your general direction, and Bameen is behind them, Right now, she's got her rifle set down, and she is working on, refilling it for another shot.
Okay. Do I still have my signature weapon?
I don't think you lost it.
Okay, so I thought that I could have dropped it. Okay, so I have it in my back. Just going towards her. Okay, yeah, I think if I have 2 hold, I think I'm just gonna attack the first Arctan that I see.
Okay, so you just charge into those guys. And
I'm gonna... Since I have a big-ass hammer, maybe I want to, like, swipe them aside to open way for me. I don't want to necessarily hurt them. Just open way.
Okay, you just want to slap through them and get by.
Yep.
Okay. So your weapon has reach. Their weapon has reach. You're all poking at each other with weapons. What is your signature weapon? It's a big sword, isn't it?
Nope. It's a big-ass hammer.
Big-ass hammer.
Reforged from Master Lemon.
Limno.
Yeah. Yes. Him.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, defy danger with your strength to fight past those guys.
Okay. Yeah, I want to, like, beat their spears aside and stuff. And stuff.
Okay. you can get past them. You can get past them. Well, I'll give you an option, Bommy. I'll give you an option, Gorlan. You can rush your way past them, trying to move quickly, but they're going to hurt you. They're going to get a hit on you, right?
Okay.
Or you can take your time, like move around them and avoid their blows. You'll still get past them, but it'll give Bameen enough time to have that rifle reloaded. She's working quickly, right? She's pouring in the powder, right? Dropping in the thing, plunging the thing, getting it back up. She's pretty quick with a rifle, right? She's quick at reloading. And if you take too much time, when you do get past them, you'll be in the open air for her next shot.
Okay. Yeah, I totally get hit by these guys and go straight into her.
Okay. So, you're not going to take any damage. Instead, when you go running by, you rush by, right? You swing your hammer and you batter away a spear, and you go rushing through them, but one of them, like, plants and spins on you and puts his spear in your shoulder. In your shoulder with your hammer, and it, like, severs the muscle. And when you get by, you drop your hammer.
Okay.
But you're past them, you're out of their reach, and you're faster than them now. You still got your legs, you're still in a rage, right?
Always.
And Bameen is still, Bameen is still trying to get her rifle reloaded, but you can move in to attack her.
Yeah. I'll move in to attack her. Yeah, totally. No, I drop in no force again, maybe for like a few yards more that she's away from them. Start like basically pushing the grass a bit under me.
Yeah.
Until I get close to her, then I kind of.
And she drops in the shell, and she's like with the thing, and she gets it up as you're like leaping. So hack and slash.
Okay. Now, I'm going after this lady, this person from a famous organization, the Arctons. Does this constitute in searching for my appetite, fame and glory?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, there he goes.
Okay. Yeah, that's all good for you. So you leap in, and her shot shoots, but her aim is wide with you already leaping in on her, and it rings off into the air. Deal damage.
Okay, can I use my 2 hold to deal extra damage to her?
Yes, yeah. If you want to spend all your hold, you slam into Bameen.
I think I'm gonna go a little bit different on it. I jump in, like, towards her. She steps back, shoots. Luckily enough, I am able to dodge it as I'm falling down. Roll around on the floor, comes behind her, kick her behind the knee, elbow in the face, and then I bite her. Because I'm a gentleman.
Because I'm a gentleman.
1, 2, and another 1. 3.
So, okay.
Each one of them, you have to remove her armor.
Oh, okay. So
it's not all in one go. I'm not a monster.
Fantastic. Yeah, you bite in and you are ripping away. She's wearing really heavy armor, but you're tearing it away with your jaws as you bite in. And she is like down, bleeding, but she still has fight left in her. Um, Heracles, what are you doing right now? You've stabbed this guy, right? You can dispatch him however you'd like, and you definitely hear all of the fighting and the shooting on the other side of the wall. You're inside the castle. Everybody's now gone outside.
Including Chuck?
Chuck is on the outside. He always was. He was creeping up on the outside edge of the wall.
Whoa, man, that got deep.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
There's a lot of layers to it. Like a well-named mercenaries guild.
Let me see. I don't know if there's something I want to do, but I don't think I have a move. No, I don't have a move to dismay them. Okay. Yeah, I want to just go back around, like, through that hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And survey, like, what's... Like, who's near me and, like, where these gunshots are coming from.
So you run along the castle wall from the inside, and you come to the where there used to be an entry gate. And you see the two worm priests out front, standing over Chuck. One of them got grabbed and is being dragged into the water by Louis. You see Gorlin off in the distance, wrapped up in a skirmish. But go ahead and discern realities. Let's see if you notice anything extra.
Hot damn.
All right, ask 3 questions.
What here is not what it appears to be?
Well, one of the priests is holding a staff, right? And that staff is most definitely not normal. Yeah, he's holding it up, and it's sort of got a glow to it, a faint shimmer. The staff, in case we don't remember, it was a couple weeks ago. It's sort of a knobbly piece of wood with like leather wrapped around it, and at the head of it, it's sort of like, well, it sort of snakes around, right? And in its head is sort of a snake-like creature, but it's all carved out of wood and stuff. Hold on. And yeah, it sort of snakes around and it's like carved out and it's got these like weird eyes. Yeah, the eyes I think are like sort of glowing.
Okay. So that's what's not what it appears to be.
Yeah, the staff itself.
So it doesn't appear to be a magical staff, or
No, it does. It appears to not be a normal staff, yeah.
okay.
It appears not to be just a knobbly piece of wood.
Okay. What is about to happen? And I guess I'm like, because you said that, I'm probably going to focus more on like that staff of that guy.
He is about to bathe Chuck in some kind of horrible magic.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? Well, with Chuck like sort of out of commission and Louis dealing with that worm priest, the worm priest is definitely a little more. Are you serious? Is a little more. Um, is a little more than Louis can just handle on his own. And Louis is about to get attacked also.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after that priest with the staff, right? Seeing him going for that magic.
So you're gonna go after the staff. Are you trying to like just run up and rip it out of his hands?
No, I think that's like where I had that. I put like the spear back up and I pull out the blade of nightmares. Because I'm going to like cut this motherfucker's hand off.
Oh, you're gonna cut his hand off. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely hack and slash, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks.
Wowzers.
I assume I don't get a +1 to any of that from the discern realities.
Oh, actually, you should. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, because you're going after the staff, right? That's what you should be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
So you come in to... Well, he's going to turn the staff on you, right? Let me make sure. I've got moves, right? I've got moves. No, yeah, you're gonna hit him. But he's gonna let out this like horrible cry, this scream. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, deal damage to that guy. Deal damage to him. And I'm sorry. Did you say you were using your spear?
The nightmare blade.
The nightmare blade. Okay. 4 damage. And you've got messy and forceful and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that does take off his hand, right? He's got the staff raised, and your sword comes down, whack, and his hand just like comes right off, and the staff hits the ground. But he lets out this like horrible scream as he's holding this fucking stump that's spouting out sort of like thick grayish, greenish blood, I guess. And he lets out this horrible little cry. And you feel the ground underneath your feet start to rumble, Heracles. And a creature launches up out of the ground to strike at you. It looks like a worm, but it has almost little nubby legs and these big, thick plates on its back. It looks like an armored worm. And it bursts out of the ground. It has these big tearing mandibles. It's actually quite big. It is even not completely up out of the ground, like twice your height. And what do you do when this thing like leaps up out of the ground at you? I mean, it appears out of nowhere to strike you.
I do the only thing I know how to do. I give a little whistle to Baryon as like he knows, like a little whistle to I'm about to jump on this thing and drive it down so he can shoot on its fucking face. But yeah, I leap at it, right, trying to grab these mandibles to like drag it down to the ground.
Okay. Defy danger dexterity to leap at it first. Dodge its attack.
This is defying danger with movement?
It sure is.
Add a +1 to this.
An 8. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, he's gonna spray you in the face. So you're leaping up at it, and you get a hold of its mandibles. But when you do, you grab it, and it lets out this sort of like viscous spray out of its mouth that splashes you right in the face, and it burns and singes your skin, and it forces your eyes closed, right? And it makes you choke. You get a mouthful of it, eyefuls of it, all that shit. And you have been splattered with corrosive spray. So, you're going to get to hack and slash, even if this kills you, or, if, whatever. When you are splattered with the corrosive spray by the guardian worm, you roll plus Constitution. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, you are coated with digestive slime. You take a -1 ongoing until you can remove the slime. This is not like cumulative, but so you're basically just like blinded and slowed by this slime, but you are able to fight through, so you can hack and slash that guy. We'll just put a -1 on your attack. And this gives, of course, Baryon time enough to run around. Okay, so that's still a 10. You slam into it and bring it to the ground as Baryon rushes in like a blinding flash of light and strikes this thing. How do you describe how you're damaging this thing?
So while Baryon's like biting at it and like ripping apart these like plates and scales or whatever have you, I'm literally grabbing the mandibles and like putting my foot on its bottom lip and just opening them wider to break this thing open. Just to snap these mandibles clean off this thing's face.
Alright, deal damage. Yes, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so you grab on and you pull its mandibles apart, and one of them definitely snaps loose as Baryon comes in and rips a big chunk of plating off of this thing. And it's still squirming and fighting, but it is definitely worse for wear after your attack. Chuck, you come to, hearing the sounds of fighting. All around you, this priest standing over you was about to bathe you in horrible acid. Gorlin's out there eating people again. And this worm priest standing over you, like holding his stump, is trying to get to his feet and make some other move. Louis, of course, under the water. Well, just at the surface of the water, struggling with that other worm priest. What do you do?
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Can we run back through that?
Okay, so you came up, right, last time. You shot your crossbow, then you threw your crossbow.
Yeah.
You pulled out your weapon, and then you slipped, and you threw your weapon to the guy, and Batshit got shot. So you got no crossbow, you got no hand weapon.
Is Batshit dead?
Batshit's dead. He got his fucking brains blown out. He's not.
Damn.
Yeah. He got 187 in the face. And
Damn.
Worm Priest was standing over you, and you were like, oh, dang, this is about to be some swamp justice. And he's about to splash you with the swamp, with the acid spray. But then here comes your savior, Heracles, chops his arm right off. Whack! His arm goes flying off. It starts spurting. Ah! And you're like, oh, Heracles got this. We're okay. And then a worm jumped up out of the ground that looked like a plated worm creature, and it tried to grab him, and it sprayed him with acid, and he's fucking fighting the thing. They've descended back behind the wall, in a struggle. And Louis is in the water. He's struggling with those other worm priests just at the surface, splashing, throwing around muck. This other worm priest is about to mount its own counterattack on this guy. And then Gorlin off in the distance now. He ran off to fight with Bameen, who was, shooting at you from range with her big arquebus. And 4 other soldiers, out there. That's going on, but that's at a distance. There's a lot going on, Chuck. You're in the middle of the hurricane.
But Heracles killed that guy, right?
No, he's alive, man. He's getting back to his feet.
He's missing an arm.
He's missing an arm. He's not looking good.
Okay, and I don't have a sword. And I don't have a crossbow.
Yeah. There is a staff laying on the ground that has the head of sort of a worm with teeth on it.
Yeah, but you want me to touch that?
The worm priest is going for it, right? He's getting to his feet. It looks like he's got his eyes on that thing.
It's fine.
Just letting you know.
It's whatever. They're gonna lie. When you in the swamp, you gotta get swampy.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna take my sling out of my pocket and reach in my bag for some cookies.
Okay.
Sling stones. They're sling stones.
I know what they are.
And I'm gonna shoot a rock at the swamp priest, dude. Worm priest, whatever he is.
Yeah, he's a worm priest.
Yeah, but when you in the swamp, ain't no worm priest shit. They all swamp priests. So that's how that works.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Just gonna do that.
Okay, you can choose an option. Expend your ammo, unwanted attention.
Yeah, give me some attention, Justin.
Okay, that's fine. So you get the stone out, and you load it in your sling, and right as you toss it, right, that worm priest has picked up the staff with his other hand, right? And your stone goes soaring out as he, sprays this acid at you. And you get a face full of acid as he gets a stone in the mouth. So go ahead and deal your damage first.
Wait, what? He gets. We're trading blows?
Yeah, we're trading blows, yeah.
That's fucking lame.
Okay. You already know Gorlin. I don't know how much worse attention I could give you other than to have somebody try to kill you.
Yeah.
But don't you? Whatever. You get sprayed in the mouth. You are struck by a corrosive bullet. It hits him right. It hits him right in the fucking face, and he doesn't have teeth really. He has sort of just gums that look like they've sort of hardened into just like a sort of a like a ridge of just hardened stuff. Like a catfish mouth, right? And it hits him right in that. Takes out a big chunk of his gum ridge that he uses to chew the horrible food he chews. Yeah. And he lets out this horrible scream, and now there's a big chunk of his face knocked out from a rock and more grayish, greenish blood. Oh, there's their hit points right there. Had them right there. So, but yeah, you smack him, or he sprays you, and when you are struck by a corrosive bolt, you take only a D4 damage.
Yeah, but
yeah,
let's be real here.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I know. I know how swamp damage works.
All right, well, let's get some swamp damage. You must roll plus your damage dealt, which is 2.
So on roll. I just don't want to roll. Okay, I get it. Just don't want to roll.
That's bad. You must reduce your armor by 1 point, or mark a debility, and I choose an item that is melted.
Uh, I'll lose the armor, I guess.
Okay, so you lose a point of armor. I mean, I think I'm gonna melt your. Um, well, he would have thrown your crossbow on the ground, so we're not gonna melt that. Instead, we're gonna melt your sling.
Oh, come on.
That's what's in your hand. What do you want me to melt, Chuck?
Gorlin.
Yeah, your sling. I mean, it's just a thong of leather that gets splattered in acid, also, right? The thing just turns into like crumbles into dust. In your hand. I did say thong, and I said it. Yeah. And it crumbles into dust in your hand. You know, absorbed, dissolved by the acid. Well, this creature is still just alive. He's hurt.
Can I do a thing?
What thing do you want to do? I'm gonna make a soft move here. This guy, he still has the staff, right? He got hit. He's stunned for a moment. You have a chance to like finish him. He looks not too good, right?
Yeah.
But this other priest, he's following up on that threat I've been making now. He is. You see, like a big glowing ball of acid forming in his hand. As Louis is trying to bite and eat this dude, but he's just like, I don't know, too chewy or something.
Yeah.
And wrestling with him, he's about to attack Louis.
Well, I can't let him attack my gator. Ain't no good, no how.
Yeah.
It's how close together are these two guys? You don't have to give me numbers, just
Which two guys? The two worm priests?
yeah.
You know, they're separated. One's in a moat and one's just outside the moat, so it's not a super long distance.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm well, like, when you ain't in the swamp, then using Nola, and the only time when you ain't in the swamp and using Nola,
Okay.
is Mardi Gras, and I throw some beads.
You throw some beads?
Yeah, the spooky drug beads.
Oh, you're throwing crazy man beads.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of those do you have left?
Four uses. I don't.
Well, each time you use them, it'll be a use.
Yeah. I like the idea that they're each necklaces because that's funny. But
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you used one in the other. If you haven't been like reducing them or whatever.
no, I had
Okay.
5.
Okay. Yeah. So now you'll be down to 3. Okay, you're throwing green crazy gas. That worked out. Like, it's fine.
I mean, we's here, ain't we?
We're here. You're right. That's a good point. I don't know if that's actually doing anything to protect Louis.
I mean, my thinking is this worm priest is gonna now be choking and stuff, and not maybe not able to see my gator as well.
Right, but what about Louis?
Oh, he can just go underwater. Ain't no gas getting under the water.
Okay, let's do it.
I think Louis knows when he hears Chuck
Does-
yell Mardi Gras, shit's about to go down.
Okay. Roll plus wisdom. Yeah, let's have you guys like operate in concert here. Damn it, Chuck.
Yeah.
Blast him with some more acid.
shoot him with more acid. Well, so you're gonna.
Does Louis' cunning play into this at all? Like, or his instinct? I don't know.
Yeah, I think his cunning would play into it, actually.
Oh. Well,
what is his cunning? Is he has a +1?
It's a +2.
Oh, he's very smart. Smart gator.
Smart gator.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point. Well, I mean, you're really fighting with him, but his ferocity is definitely a +1 at least, right?
+2.
+2 also. Yeah. So same thing. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. If you're working with your gator to fight these guys, then that's really where it comes in. It's his battle sense. So he releases the guy and dives underwater, right? As the worm priest is hit with this gas. Yeah, light green tint. There's a thick fog, and it might cause insanity if they stay too long. I mean, I'm not sure that's really an issue. So
yeah, but it also does a d6 ongoing.
It does do a d6, so roll a d6 against these guys. I mean, roll it twice. We have to take the least. They're covered in a corrosive film, like they live in acid, right? Okay, good. That's fine. 5 damage to both of them. That ignores armor. So the one who has the staff, dead as fuck. The other one that was fighting with Louis is now lost in that gas cloud. And yeah, Louis dives underwater, and there's now this just sort of cloud of gas. So back to Gorlin. We know how things are going at the castle. Gorlin has things pretty well under secured back here, but those soldiers have definitely turned. Now, Gorlin, you have Bameen under your grasp, right? She has manipulated you. She has murdered people and then blamed you for it, right? She has undermined you at every turn. Now, she also gave you... She also got you to murder people, but there were people you just murdered on your own. It's not like you're the good guy and she's the bad guy. And it didn't take her a lot of nudging to get you to murder people on your own for her, but you're both, like, not nice, good people. But you have her here and you have reason to hate her, right? She is under your grasp, in your jaws. You could probably just finish her, right? I mean... She has some serious armor, but she's not looking good. However, those other soldiers, they have wheeled around, and they are coming at you. And this time with spears, right? And you don't have your hammer.
Okay.
What do you do, Corlin?
I think it's time to leave men to their own justice. I'm gonna just knock her out.
Really? Okay. Okay, I mean, I would have let you just deal damage to her, and then they would have stabbed you, but if you just want to, like, knock her down and leave her sort of stunned, I mean, you nearly killed her in one blow, right? So, yeah, that's fine. And you're forceful and messy and all that shit, so you smack her and she collapses. Are you are you dealing with these Arctans, these Marines instead?
I wish I could just ignore them. Yeah, I'm gonna go deal with these fuckers. Kung Fu shit, yeah.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
They have you at a reach advantage with their spears, so you'll need to get past their spears first. You could just say you're ignoring that and run at them. I mean, whatever.
Okay, let me have a look. Who I am? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my cunning. I'm gonna grab a stone and chuck at them. The one closest to me, so I can steal his weapon and use against him.
Okay. So you're gonna disarm the bastard. All right.
With this rock on the head.
Yeah, defy danger with your dexterity. They come running in.
Justin, did I by any chance prove to be better than her superior? Or
Oh, are you talking about getting more? Is this your
yeah,
alignment?
I am a usurper. When you prove yourself superior to a person in power, take +1 forward with their followers, underlings, and hangers on.
Well, you would have to get them to stop killing you in the first place, but in the second place, these aren't her hirelings.
Hmm.
She and they are somebody else's hirelings.
But she's not their captain or anything like that.
No. And it's just not it's just not fictionally appropriate for them to be like, man, good job beating her up. Let's be your friends, because they are all working for somebody else.
Oh no, I just get +1 forward against them.
Oh, I thought you had the usurper is +1
No.
forward. Really? Am I misremembering it? Hang on.
I don't think this is my character sheet. I don't think it means that they are friends with me. I think it means I scare them. They don't want some of that juice on them.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's apply that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're still not her. Well, to a person in power. I was thinking of Khan of Khans. Never mind.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
no. You, you get the +1, so that's a 10. So you grab his spear, whip it out of his hand, and now you have his weapon.
Okay, I say something like "ha."
What are you going to do with that? Are you going to attack them now?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just gonna murder him. The closest one that's unarmed.
So you do the whole spear, you whip him around, you pull the spear out, and hack and slash. Okay, deal damage.
Yay. 3.
Okay. Yeah, you're out there fighting against them. They're not able to beat you down. They're not able to catch you. But they are avoiding your strikes and keeping from taking damage, right? They are well armed and well trained.
Okay. I think I'm gonna say that's enough. They're keeping themselves a little bit away from me. I think I'm gonna use my superior strength and power and just swipe their spears out of my way.
Okay.
Just so I can go straight for the kill.
Okay, yeah. Okay, defy danger with your strength.
9.
Okay, so there's two of them who you get caught out. Right, you catch them out, and you shatter their spears with this spear in your hand. So you still got your spear here, and you're ready to run one of them through, right? And he's got no defenses against you now. Your spear would pierce through him, and you'd be able to kill one of them. But the other two have now moved around, right? They flanked you. And they are drawing for a counterattack. So you can ignore them. You can get this guy, right? We're not going to roll damage. He is caught out, right? You disarmed him, and he's at your mercy, basically. Or with these guys disarmed, you have a chance to now try and fend off these guys from hurting you. But it's just continuing that stalemate.
Both of the guys surrounding me still have their spears?
You're going to have to discern realities.
Okay. Yep, discerning realities. Yeah, I give a quick glance around to see what they're up to.
Yeah.
And I roll a 5.
Okay. Mark an XP. Um, um, yeah, so as you turn to, like, you just give them a quick glance, like, are they still holding their spears, right? And you see that they have set their spears aside, and well, one of them has their spear, and he's just waiting, right? And the other pulls out a pistol from his belt, right? And he takes a shot. And yeah, no, I mean, I'll hurt you. So you've been shot, which amounts to a D6 damage.
3.
Okay, so you take 3 damage. Except I should have had you roll the powder move first. Wait, that's the wrong one. You actually need to roll plus con when you've been shot. Sorry.
Okay. So, plus con. 13.
Okay, it's not that bad. So actually roll another d6. You're going to suffer minus that much damage.
You get a 4.
Yeah, you just need a 3 or up and you've got no damage on you. Okay.
So, I heal 1 point, yeah?
The other thing he's doing, though, is he's actually doing a move, right? A different move. So he shoots you and it hits you in the leg, but not like a center mass shot, right? But it hits your leg and it makes your leg buckle with pain. The bullet goes through and it's mostly flesh, but you do trip up and fall to a knee. As this other guy comes charging in at you now.
Okay. Can I still kill the guy in front of me and take the damage from the other guy?
No. Now you've got to deal with that guy's attack specifically.
Okay, yeah.
You can
If he's
dodge
running-
you'd have to dodge his attack first, is the only thing, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm totally gonna, like, try to stand up and push myself with the spear. So, it gives me, like, some extra power to go backwards and avoid the attack.
Okay. That's dexterity. I mean, you're getting out of the way, right? You're avoiding the attack.
Okay. 4.
Okay. Yeah. You go to get up, and he is going to stab you with the spear, right? He's going to hit you right center mass. So that is a D8 damage.
Okay. And the D8.
1 piercing.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Don't have armor.
Yeah. So you try to get up and get away, and he hits you with the spear, right, and pins you down, and now you are caught by his spear point. Yeah. Shit, Gorlin.
Situation's still quite good for me.
Gorlin's in a bit of a pickle.
He thinks I'm pinned down. He's pinned down on me.
Okay. Let's take our break. Let's take our first break. And we'll leave Gorlin trapped underneath the spear of this Arctan and come back and see what's up with Heracles and Chuck again. Get back up with them. So it's going to be 5 minutes, y'all.